I thought as I'd done a strip and rebuild of a Pultra P-type, I thought I'd better do one 1750, and the 1770 is the same. This is the headstock for it. I've already taken this indexing thing off the back. All it is one little grub screw there through the hole. I've taken the shroud off, and I've taken the thread protector off of the front, and I've taken these off the bottom. They're only little over centre things which go in there, and that goes in there. So that's easy enough to do. Just got to press them in and pull the Allen bolt out. Then it's a matter of just undoing everything. Undo these 4 Allen bolts. Bearing in mind they're probably Imperial. I have already loosened these at the back, because sometimes if they haven't been out for a long while, they can be a right pain. Like that is, although I've loosened it, it's still a bit tight. The actual spindle feels really smooth in there, but I'm stripping it out to repaint it as well, so I may as well strip the whole lot. I put new oil wicks in, usual stuff. Maybe a new thrust bearing, although it seems fairly smooth, so I might not need that. That should, in theory, lift out now. In theory. There we are. This is the bit you remove to remove the belt, because you can unhook the belt from there. You don't have to take the spindle apart like you do with a P-type. Got him. Yeah, it's quite a big belt, that. Wouldn't have thought it'd be that big. I use a 5mm belt. Now you undo this Allen bolt in there, which opens the retainer slightly. You watch, you probably haven't got one for it if I remember rightly last time. I did one. I had to get a... Oh no, I have. All it does, this does, is lock it on its threads. Once you've got that loose, then you can put there's a slot there, so you can undo it. Again, sometimes it's easier said than done. No, it's going. You can hold the belt on there and grip it round the pulley, but they're not normally that tight because it's normally covered in oil, so that's all it is, the retainer. Now the pulley should, in theory, slide off. There we go. Don't lose the key. This will need a bit of a de-rust, but it's only surface rust. Make sure you don't lose that woodruff key. There. Now that should tap out. Should do. Just a block of wood. There we are. That spindle looks very good. There's another key there, but that one's normally a tight fit in there. There's a little bit of wear on the spindle, but it ain't too bad. Now this comes out, that comes out as well. Sometimes you need a pair of pliers to do it, but just don't grip it hard. There we are. That's full of grease. I think that should be oil in there, but I can't remember because they did quite a few different ones. Then it's just a matter of undoing these, and that's the headstock apart. Right, so what did I do last time? I think the last time I put an Allen key. I'll do them off camera, because they can be a right pain sometimes. I'll bring you back when it's all painted and going back together, which will be a little while yet. Okay, I've got the bearings out. This is the inner one. That's the front one. Slightly different to the 1750 because it's got these little oil wicks that go down through the bearing. There's a hole in the bearing there, and they go through into there, into that slot, whereas with the 1770 it's got a sump here, or two sumps, and the wicks go down into there, but on the 1750 they don't. But it these little screws, they go in there just above the nipple to stop the bearing from spinning. So you take them out beforehand. I should replace these with little oil pots, because although they're oil nipples, a lot of people think they're grease nipples, so hence grease everywhere. But I should put little oil pots in there instead. That way you can see whether there's oil in there a bit better. There is sight glasses there, but half the time you can't see through them. That one you won't be able to see at all. That one you can just see a bit of light, but they will get a good clean out first anyway. And the only bit needs to come off now is this. It's only there to a screwdriver. And a flat up there, but it should be a Phillips somewhere. It's only there to stop any swarf going between the headstock and the bedstock, I think. I can't see any other need for it. Then all I should do is cover it in stripper, get all the old paint off. Cool, that's a bit blooming tight. Not normally on there like that. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's got a bit of felt on it as well. I think it's just purely to stop any swarf going in and probably the oil coming out. Although the oil shouldn't come out of there, but it does tend to drip out a little bit. But that's all stripped out, ready to go.